What's happening, challengers? Welcome to Ultra Reset, guys. Today's video is basically an overview of what Ultra Reset is and why we have put it into place, okay? 90% of people, guys, when they start trying to obviously lose body fat, lose obviously weight, what they do is they go into this restrictive calorie diet, okay? What this means is they restrict their calories to a very, very far extent, okay? This here, guys, is a massive myth within the industry that less is always better. It is not the case at all, okay? One thing that happens all the time, we see this all the time in that as well, is basically clients of ours, men and women, come into the gym on 500 calories a day. And what this means here, guys, 500 calories a day, they're not finding themselves losing weight, okay? People start to starve themselves in hopes of losing further body fat. But what really happens, guys, is your muscle mass decreases and your metabolism as well will decrease, okay? This is a process that is very dangerous because over time, obviously these clients' metabolism just keeps getting worse and worse and worse, okay? What we need to do, so what we obviously find happen, these clients on 500 calories a day, they can't actually lose any more body fat, and they've been on this for 4, 5, 6 months without any change. What we need to do, guys, is basically have you guys reverse that, okay? We need to actually get you guys eating as much as humanly possible without putting on body fat. What Ultra Reset does is basically we get you guys into a maintenance level. We get you hitting the calories, macronutrients, as well, protein, fats, carbs, and calories that you should actually be hitting. Once you guys are here, we can then go into a process of reduction, okay? The problem if clients are on 500 calories a day, they can't actually reduce any further, okay? People come to me very confused about what to do. They go, if I'm on 500 calories a day, not losing weight, haven't lost weight in a good 4 or 5 months or so, do I reduce it to 400 calories? Do I start training more? And that is not the answer at all, okay? If they do that, they're going to have inflammation, they're going to have obviously a lot of injuries pop up in that as well, and they're going to be very malnourished, and they're going to get very sick, okay? With us here, guys, we get you to build that baseline. We basically build up your calorie and carbohydrate tolerance, okay? So we get you running at a high frequency. Once you guys are at that high frequency, we can then go into reduction, okay? Like for instance, guys, Crystal, guys, is on 2,700 calories. She's 60 kilos, and she's 2,700 calories a day running lean, okay? If Crystal wants to get lean, guys, what we can do from there is basically we can reduce her from 2,700 because she has that high baseline down to maybe 2,300, okay? Myself, I'm on about 3,500 calories right now. This year, guys, if I want to get leaner, if I want to get even leaner than I am as well, I can then reduce, okay, down to maybe 2,800, 2,900. A lot of clients, when they're going through this process, don't necessarily need to reduce at all, okay? Once we get your body working for you, once you build that muscle as well, your metabolism kicks in, and you're going to find your body burning fat very effectively, okay? For instance, guys, James, you guys might know James from the gym. He's on 3,400 calories now as well, almost as much as me. And basically, James, guys, he's gone from 33% body fat down to 12% body fat, and all we've done so far is increase his baseline and basically build that muscle, okay? And fat keeps obviously falling off him because he's got the right foods, he's cut some pretty bad habits out of his life, and he basically has the right timing as well, okay? Timing is crucial, okay? This is why we have put together Ultra Reset, guys. This is to reset your metabolism, reset your body, okay? Some clients may take a good 2 to 3 months or even longer as well. Some may take 12 months in that as well to actually have this process finish, okay? A lot of us have spent the last 20, 30 plus years obviously doing this to your body and obviously destroying your body's metabolism, okay? This is what restricted dieting does, okay? What people do is they go on obviously low calories, and once they hit that wall, they go, it's not effective anymore, so they basically go off their diet and go back to eating what they were doing before, and you'll actually put more weight on, obviously, that second time around than before because you don't have as much muscle, okay? That first time you did restricted dieting, you lose a lot of muscle, okay? So very, very important, guys. We're staying away from that method. We're going towards what's called reverse dieting. We're getting you guys to consume as much as humanly possible without putting on body fat with the right foods and that as well. And a lot of you guys will get lean enough or basically get to your ultimate goal doing this process. If you want to enhance it even more, we'll go through a reduction phase with you guys. We'll go through a cycling phase and that as well with carb cycling down the line. Okay, with this guys here, this here is our process that we take you guys through 6 challenges, guys, taking you guys where you want to go. Okay, so level 1, which is where you guys are starting off with, Ultra Reset. This is the foundation. Okay, without the foundation, guys, we're not going to have that strong starting point. We're not going to be able to move anywhere. This is where we build to your maintenance, obviously in terms of your macronutrients. We fix your metabolism and we correct your movement, and we start to obviously learn how to gain strength and gain muscle, and just basically take control over your nutrition and your diet. Okay, once we get you through there, we take you guys to construction, which is Ultra Burn. This is when we actually adapt to a maintenance level. So we get your body so accustomed to your maintenance level that it gets so regulated to that level, which is when we start reduction. It makes a massive, massive difference. Okay, this here construction is when we start to really build good strength, because we have the form and the foundation of this, obviously, this first challenge. We start to obviously build muscle, and we start to eat as much as we can without putting on body fat. Once we have these two obviously foundations put in place, we can then optimize. Okay, level 3, guys, is Ultra Lean. This is when we can start carb reduction if we need to. Okay, this is when you really start to feel your best, and you start to have all those obviously benefits of energy, of obviously libido, of just everything in your life just basically starts to gel, confidence through the wazoo. After that, guys, level 4, you got Perform. Okay, so level 4 is Ultra Shred. Once again, we're going to basically take you guys through carb cycling if it is needed, if it's required. If you want to get that lean, like under 10% for the boys, if that's absolutely necessary for yourself, if you've got a strong enough reason, obviously we'll take you through this process. And this is when you really start to feel even better than the previous one as well, because you're basically you've achieved your ultimate goal. Okay, a lot of clients though as well, after this phase here, they may be happy with where they're at, which is absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine, guys. The level 5, guys, is Ascend. Basically, level 5, we go through Ultra Muscle. This is when we start to reverse diet. We start to actually build your calories back up. We start to build your macronutrients back up as well. We focus more so on muscle. Okay, this here, guys, is when people start to turn to you, but you become basically an influencer. Okay, this is when you really have self-control, and you have that sort of obviously control over your entire life. And this leads us down, guys, to level 6, which is another building phase, and that as well, it's Ultra Build. We start to stack on even more muscle, and you start to really feel like a rock star. Okay, this is obviously the godlike phase, I like to say. This is when we control your mind, body, and life. Okay, everything in your life gels, and you are that influencer. You can go out and help people get to the point that you've obviously achieved in that as well. Okay, this here, guys, will usually take, so this will take someone basically 12 months to get to this position here, if that's where you want to go with your life, that is. Okay, there's always stages to obviously build you guys up if it's necessary, if your why is strong enough to get to this state, which a lot of you guys are going to be absolutely happy with yourself, even just hitting the optimize point here. Okay, but once you guys obviously make that decision, if you want to go further, we will take you further if you want to. Okay, for now, guys, you don't need to stress that much about the roadmap. This is basically just obviously where we see you guys going. If you're willing to put in that sort of commitment with us, and as well, we're going to take you the whole way to the top. Going forward, guys, I really want you to focus on these 3 things. Going forward, I'm going to simplify what we really need to focus on in this 6 weeks. It's number 1, it's training. Okay, it's nutrition. Number 3, so it's 1, 2, 3. Number 3, guys, is just measuring number 1 and number 2. So you're going to measure your training in terms of obviously your results, in terms of your strength, in terms of making it down the days that you assign to come down. And number 2, guys, is we have to track, we have to record that nutrition, okay? We have to then basically come back to us as well and report, okay? Once you guys come back and report with us as well, with where your body's sitting, where your measurements are sitting, where basically your macros are sitting as well, we can then adjust it. We can kind of go from there and see how your body is reacting. Once we know how your body reacts, guys, we know the best approach for you going forward, okay? This is a big commitment we need you guys to make. We need you guys to track, okay? We need you guys to use MyFitnessPal and actually record what's going on, obviously, in your everyday life if you're serious about these changes, okay? And if you are committed to results, you will do this, guys. You will 100% commit to this. You will not have to track forever, okay? Once you get to that point, once you get to your dream state, and that's well, guys, it is so much easier to maintain, but get in there, guys. We want to track to get to that point, okay? I won't track every day of the whole year, okay? I basically I might track maybe 2-3 months of the year. If I want to get leaner, if I want to obviously push it even further than that as well, I will go and track a little bit further, okay? It's not something you need to do 24/7 once you get to the point where you're happy, okay? Which we're all about getting you guys to the point where you're happy, but you need to give us that control in terms of your nutrition and your training to be able to get there, okay? Very excited for this challenge, guys. I hope you guys are absolutely buzzing and obviously really ready for that sort of life change and as well, which we are after, okay? I will see you all very soon in the gym. I'll catch you guys later. Catch ya.